Hi, this is Adam from Together Audio. In part 2 of the Gator's Deep Dive video series, we'll be looking at the sequencer arpeggiator section. Remember, you can get a free demo from togetheraudio.com and see what Gator is all about. Let's go then. The heart of Gator is its sequencer. It has 4 modes: free play, which you already know, sequencer, arpeggiator, and filter. Let's start with the sequencer mode. The sequencer lets you program 8-step sequences. The rate of the sequencer is controlled here. For example, 8 notes or 16 notes. We also have the swing control, the latch control, which will keep the sequencer playing without the need for a note to be held on the keyboard. And the velocity control, which determines whether the velocity of the notes generated by the sequencer are controlled from the keyboard or via the velocity sliders under each of the steps in step mode. You can transpose each of the steps from the note you're holding on the keyboard through the note field. For example, I'm playing C and note transposition only 0, so it's all Cs. Now let's transpose up 3 semitones, so that would be E flat, then 12 semitones up, C an octave above, then 2 semitones down, so that would be B flat. And of course, if I play another note on the keyboard, it will transpose from that note, forming another sequence according to this pattern. You can shorten the sequence by clicking on the active step lane. The duration of each step is controlled with duration lane sliders. You can make the notes longer or shorter. If the duration slider is set to full, the glide will occur between these two steps, provided that they are of different pitch. And also the filter envelope will not retrigger, provided you have the legato filter checked. Let's change to a slower tempo, so you can hear the effect better. First the legato filter. And now the glide. You can disable any of the steps you like for some rhythmic variation. If you click again on the already enabled step, it will turn orange, enabling the stutter. So now the sequencer is playing 16th notes, but for the stutter enabled steps, it will play a 32nd here and a 64th here. And finally, we have the filter control, which is bipolar. If you set it to the right, the filter will be slightly more open for this step. And if you go the other way, it will be closed. Now let's move to the arpeggiator. You'll find similar controls here, apart from the note transpose lane, because the arpeggiator will take the pitches from a chord you hold on the keyboard and will play them according to the order set with the order dropdown. For example, it will be playing them upwards. Or downwards. Or up and down. And there are also some other modes, some uncommon on most arpeggiators, so be sure to check these out. And you can do the same things with the notes as you could in the sequencer. For example, you can disable some of the steps in the arpeggio, control the filter for each of the steps, or even introduce stutter. The last mode of the arpeggiator is the chord mode. Instead of arpeggiating the notes of the chord you hold on the keyboard, it will repeat it in a rhythmic fashion. And you can disable some steps for some cool rhythmic variation. And finally, the filter mode. The filter mode acts sort of like the free play mode, but the sequencer is running according to the rate control, and for each of the steps you can independently adjust the volume and the filter setting, which can lead to some cool gated sequences. And the same for the filter. I hope that after watching this video you have a better understanding of Gator's sequencer arpeggiator section. If you have any questions, feel free to drop us a line through our website togetheraudio.com or interact with us on any of our social media channels.